K66.9 is no joke. Audio so rough, makes your ears choke. But they keep talking, voices ain't broke. Budget keeps microphones stroke. We ain't got cash, just passion black. Audio crack. Rock this podcast. Crack the podcast. Crackling audio, background invite. Authentic sound in the dead of the night. Listeners tune in, nothing's ever tried. Raw and pretty, not pristine or light.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. I'm Kevin.
And that just leaves me to be Clay.
It does.
That way.
Today's episode, we're talking about backgrounds. We don't really have much to say on backgrounds because each background is going to be different and unique to everybody. There's no wrong way to really do a background except for one. I can only think of one wrong way.
What's that?
Do not have a messy background.
Oh,
Do not have a mess. Yeah, do not have clutter, boxes, unfolded laundry, stuff like that in your background.
unfolded. But you know what? That could just be a personal preference. Like, they get like the people that are the nutty professor types.
Yeah, but
And that's just
for
how
someone
they function.
for someone like me, that would drive me
God.
nuts. It
Yeah,
would drive
well,
me nuts.
Look at mine. That would never flow.
No, I mean, even if I was sort of a college kid or something like that, it would drive me nuts. It's not appealing to the eye. If you're doing a video podcast, I would say you want things kind of appealing to the eye.
Yeah.
I mean, for instance, our backgrounds are dark with a little bit of light to emphasize some of the things that we like. Mine's actually a little darker than I've normally been keeping it. Clay's has his dark. He has his Iron Man showing. He has his gotta have his disco ball going. I love that.
I gotta get. They have new. Well, you showed me the picture.
Yeah, I
They
sent
have
you a picture.
Colored ones that are like the color schemes that we use all the time, pink and purple and black, or not black, but
yeah, they had a blue and pink disco ball at Five Below, I believe, and I almost picked one up. Yeah, I almost picked it up and was like, I'm going to do this just because of Clay, and I'm like, I'm not going to copy Clay.
That's go ahead, man.
That's Clay's thing. That's your thing, man. That's
you know what? Thing. You could do it, and you can hang it during this show.
Don't tempt me. I might. I just might.
Yeah.
Just might. I would make it part of my background.
It needs to go on that side of you. So like we have it on each.
Okay.
No,
this side?
Yeah, there you go.
Like right in here?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I like that.
I wish I could figure out a way to get it to keep moving, like spinning, and have some sort of light directed right at it.
Yeah, you'd have to have like a battery motor that just spins, I would imagine.
Or I could just aim a fan at it.
That could work too. Definitely.
Before we get too carried away, let me just say hi to Steve-O. Steve-O said hi, hey guys. So I didn't want to.
Hey, we're live and words are hard.
Yeah, I didn't want to seem like we were ignoring him.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. I saw it too, and I was going to get to it eventually, but had to make sure we got through our little thing here first. Um, but yeah, there's no wrong way to do a background. Like I was saying, ours are kind of dark and kind of lit up. Then you got someone who likes a very bright and shiny background with lots of bright colors. And oh man, I can't think of his name right now. He's big and
Who, Tom Buck?
there you go, Tom
Yeah,
Buck.
yeah.
Oh my God, I could total blank. I drew a
He's the,
complete blank.
his is, and it looks good, but
Yeah,
it's like bright as day. It's like being on a stage.
yeah,
Like, but it works. It flows for him. This is just my vibe is more the dark, cool, relaxed. So
yeah. That's kind of how I am too. I like the moody kind of like, hey, this is me and you talking, kind of like a chill vibe.
right.
But yeah, then there's some people who like if you're a gamer or if you don't have a big space, say you're up against a wall or something like that, green screen is a great idea for something like that, to where you can basically put any type of background you want behind you.
Yeah.
I used to rock a green screen back when I first started podcasting, way back about 5 years ago. I bought this some PVC pipe and built myself a background. I threw a green curtain over it and just sort of draped it and made made a scene, and it was my background. It was like a little office scene. It was kind of cool,
Hmm?
and like you can be anywhere. You can be
Did you
on the
get that,
beach.
like that weird how it doesn't always like follow properly, and sometimes it exposes.
It did follow it followed me fine, but it did not yeah, sometimes the
Because
fan
I've
would catch it and it would blow a
blow,
shadow on it.
yeah.
Yeah, it would blow a
Because I've
shadow on it.
noticed some people have no problems with that. They do the green
Mhm.
screen, and it looks mint, like perfect. And then I've seen some that don't, and I've always wondered, like, what's the difference? Like, how do you know what I mean?
The best way to get rid of something like that is to make sure that your sheet or whatever you're using is tight and straight, no wrinkles, no real, and it's tight to where, say, if a fan is blowing, it's not gonna put waves in it.
Ruffle it, yeah.
Yeah, because that's where you get the breaking of the green screen.
Hmm.
Because that is an issue that we had. Make sure it's well lit to where your chroma key that is keying in, putting the image into that color, knows it's fairly even. Basically, you
Right.
basically want a fairly even image, a fairly even color. But yeah, that's really all we have on backgrounds.
Yeah. Very, 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 very short and sweet. We're only not even 10 minutes in.
Yeah,
And we're like,
honestly, yeah.
no.
Honestly, I like doing this show and having a topic, but I just like getting on and talking, man. It's
Chit-chatting.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you on tonight? What
I
equipment are
am,
you on?
of course, using the K669D. I have like all these choices, and I just keep going to this. And the reason I'm using it is because, hey, Lonnie, what's up?
How's it going,
Um,
Lonnie?
I did a little video. I don't even know if I'm going to put it up on the review channel, but I did a little. Um, I don't know how to remember me and you were talking about decorating,
Mm-hmm.
and so what I did was I've got one of these that I use. These are these small pop filters that I got in the beginning when I first started, and I like them because they don't take up a lot of space.
Right.
Well, I cut one up and I cut some sections out of it. Two sections from the side and then one section from the very end. The very end is a lot thicker. It's like a almost 3/8 of an inch thick. The sides are like a little less than a quarter. And
Okay.
I cut them into like quarter sized dowels or whatever you want to call it, and I put
Mm-hmm.
them inside the bird cage of one of my K669Ds, unscrewed it, put them inside of it, put it back together, and then I tested it to see how it sounded as far as plosive rejection goes with extra padding on the inside of the head basket.
And if you're not going to post it, do you care to give your analysis?
Well, I'm probably going to post it. I'm thinking about posting
Okay.
it, but I can still, it doesn't matter. I don't care. It, to me, both doing it this way, doing it without, and
Mhm.
versus the one that's got it, they all sound good. They all sound different.
Okay.
And what I can say is, you know how the K669D is a very hot mic.
Mhm.
It's very high. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It focuses in on the highs a little
yeah.
bit more than
It, with the added pop filter inside the head basket, it still has that quality to it.
I was thinking about doing that because I was discussing with you earlier about painting a K669D,
Yeah.
and possibly I was going to add some more foam on the inside as well.
I have an
So
idea.
you have an idea? Oh, there we go.
I'll just let you see how it sounds. Now this
The
is,
jib. How's it going, my man?
yeah.
How's it going?
What's up, Joe? So this is
Joe in here as
the
well.
one with the added pop filter inside the head basket.
Oh wait. Hold on.
So yeah, let me go back. This is without. This is this one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just that little skinny pop filter.
Right.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Technical problems. All right, so
popped it out.
this is the K669D with nothing. This is like the regular, the way it comes. All right, that's just
Okay.
how it comes. And then this one over here is got the added filter inside the head basket.
So with it inside, I feel that the sound I'm getting is more clean, a little bit more rich, not as airy. When you have the head basket on it and without, it has a slight bit more airiness to it.
So this one you think is less airy than this one?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. And I prefer the one inside the head basket. Yeah.
So we'll switch over to that for now. And yeah, that's what the video was about. So I
like it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't really like this boom arm. It's never, it's like doesn't ever agree with you. But so they said they agree
cut
with
of the jib. He agrees with me.
Yeah.
I think the K669D that you added the foam on the inside. It's I won't say it's more rich. I will say it cuts down a lot of the airiness that you may get.
Right.
I'm on the Tank 3. I have not used the Tank 3 in a while since I've been using some of the other mics. And I used this the other day and I'm like, man, I miss this sound. It has a nice flat, not too high, definitely no lows. It's actually missing a lot of the lows. And I kind of missed it a little bit.
Yeah. I gotta say that they make for the money that you spend on their mics, they make a very wide variety of different sounds.
Yes.
You know,
that is very true.
They're so different. Like that compared to this is completely a different beast.
Very much so. Very much so. I mean, granted, you're paying at now it's like $75 for the Tank 3 compared to $36 for the K669. Is this sound worth that much more compared to that one? It's in the eye of the beholder. This one does have USB. If you need USB.
I think if you were going to try to justify cost, do it with that, the USB.
Yeah,
because
the
to
sound
me,
on
the
both
sound,
of them, yeah.
I don't think it's that much. It's worth that much more. And well, this should be up there at
With
that price
one.
range.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I fully agree with that. I definitely fully agree with that for sure.
So,
But yeah,
it's got like maybe a half an inch, roughly a little, maybe 5/8 of extra pop filter inside the head basket.
Very cool. I really like that. I like that sound a little bit more than I like it with the windscreen on. Plus, I like the look better, to tell you the truth.
I know.
I don't.
It looks so good.
I like.
Yours does. That does too.
Yeah, I don't like covering up when the mic is built to not be covered up and it gets covered up. I don't like it. It's, to me, I like this look.
I
If
know.
I wanted a covered look, I would use something like this. I would use a foam windscreen on something that had a foam windscreen on it and
Something
just
that's
change
intended
the
to have
color.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I haven't bought the Rode uh I can't think of the Rode, it's a foam windscreen that Mike has been using. I I like the look of it, but I like this look better. I just do. And I understand that it does make a difference in sound.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine with me. I'm gonna keep this sound.
I know.
Let's see, the cut of the jib. I think the major decision to be made is with the bit rate of the audio that comes out of the live streaming platform you use. If you're using 64 kbps audio, you don't need a $500 mic. Very, very, very true. I definitely fully agree. And that is one of the things that I miss with this, that I don't like about Fine, is that
Yeah.
they are 16-bit. We did have a question for you in chat there, Clay, from
Mrs.
Miss K.
K's.
Yeah.
So Mrs. K, this is the K669D. The only thing that's different about it is I took it apart, which is really simple. It's not rocket science. I took the head basket off of it and I added probably 5/8 of an inch of pop filter material on the inside so that I would have some plosive protection without covering up the mic, because I like the way the mic looks, just like the tank. I just
Right.
enjoy the way these look. So
You got a mini tank. That's basically what that is.
that's what it
I mean,
is.
it's just a mini
Yeah.
tank. Coated Crusader, what's up? How's it going? How's it going, man?
That's my son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Do you want to switch back so Miss K can hear
Okay,
the
yeah. So
difference?
Mrs. K, if you're paying attention, this is the one, this K669D with the added pop filter material inside. And as you hear, it does still have some plosives.
Right.
I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that?
Yeah, a little bit. It cuts it down
All right.
really, really a lot.
So I'll switch from this over to one that just has a regular, like, conventional pop filter on it. And that's how this sounds. I thought this one sounded better, but you guys think this one sounds better.
It's all in the ear of the beholder, to tell you the truth.
Keep in mind, I'm not running any enhancements through my Vocaster hub. This is just raw, however it sounds. The only thing, actually, I have filters in OBS, but that doesn't come through on EV Mux.
I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't come through on any of the streaming platforms.
Let's take a vote now. Which do you guys prefer? The windscreen on the outside of the K669D. Say a little something, Clay.
Yeah, so the windscreen on the K669D that just has the regular conventional windscreen, or the one that has the added pop filter inside the head basket. This is how that one sounds. So let us know.
Yeah, I still say that the one with it inside just cuts down a lot of the airiness. If you like the airiness, then definitely it's not a huge difference by any
No.
means. It's minute changes. It's
And like
minute changes. Yeah.
the plosives, just use proper mic technique. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not talking directly straight into it. Like it's kind of at like a 45-degree angle almost from my mouth, which is where you should have it. So I'm not talking right at it. I'm talking right past it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're not blowing directly into the capsule.
No.
See, there's cut of the jib. He surprisingly think the one inside is slightly better and cleaner.
Yeah. See, and what's he say? More airy is very Paul Harvey. Yeah.
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 It's all in the ear of the beholder. What do you like? It all really matters down to what you like generally, because like I said, it's not a huge change. It's just slight tweaks and turns, and
Yeah.
It all depends on what you like, to tell you the truth. If you
Yeah.
like the look of it better without it, then I would definitely use it without it, because to me, the sound difference isn't as big as the look.
Right. No, it looks good. These are good looking mics.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I love the tank because it's the same thing but bigger. You get a little more to see,
That's what she said.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
that's what she said. Only thing I don't like is the knobs, and I noticed you've got yours positioned where the knobs aren't as intrusive, and
Exactly.
that's what I would do too, because I can't stand the knobs. I don't know why.
No, I don't like the knobs on screen either. I don't even like the button showing,
No,
but I can't fix that because
no,
that's how
you've got to
hard.
you've got to
Yeah.
choose one.
Yeah. Yeah. Even when I had the tank on this side, I had
The
it
button on the
flipped.
bottom.
Yeah, I had it flipped, and yeah, the button was on the bottom, and the knobs were still facing me.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
went
there you
from
go.
backgrounds to microphones.
We're gonna end up on microphones almost every show
single
because
yeah, that's our thing, man. That's what we like.
honestly, let's face it, that really is our true passion. Yeah, that really is our
Yeah.
true passion. And speaking of microphones, depending on what microphones are attached to, hey, go check out Back to the Retro Review. I just released a new video review of the BM66, the fine BM66 boom arm, which I am currently using. So I'm going.
There you go.
We can also use this platform to promote
To
ourselves.
plug.
Just so, yeah.
I don't mind at all. Don't mind one bit.
Maybe they will make a new tank with touch buttons next time around. Hopefully.
You know what I want
I-
to see?
What's that?
Colors, man.
Colors.
I want to see options.
I do too. It seems like everything that they have is just standard black. You can get a couple of them that are white and pink, but
Yeah, but they're the
more than
plastic
that.
build.
Yeah.
Everything
gonna-
that's a different color is plastic. It's not metal.
Yeah. Well, I got ideas.
Me too.
got
That's
ideas.
why I have the pop filter inside, the added pop filter added inside
I got ideas.
for the ideas. Yeah.
You know what? I don't mind. I don't mind sharing. I don't mind
No, go
sharing.
ahead.
Do you want to share,
Me
or do you want to keep it?
I'll share. Me and Kevin both plan to
Mm-hmm.
do like a custom paint job on our 669Ds.
Yes. Yes. I plan on trying to do. You know what? I'm not going to spoil the colors, but yeah, I plan on getting me a K669D because the one I currently had is no longer with me. I let a buddy have it, so I need to get a new one, and then I plan on painting it. Plan on straight up painting it to make it, match colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying what I'm saying.
You just went further than you should have.
Yeah. I didn't say it was going to be these colors. It could be any color. It could be. I can make it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm part of the mod squad. I can make it. I can make it black and red. For
Yeah.
all I know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I've got ideas. I'm thinking about dipping or finding somebody that's really talented with an airbrush. I don't know. We'll see.
I've thought about that. I've thought about powder coating. The only
Yeah.
problem with powder coating is I would have to take the internal components out, and I don't want to do that.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
so
to get
sure
the bottom
if
part
I,
of it. Because
Yeah,
the top you could do.
Yeah, the top is fine, but the capsule and everything that's in the main body, I don't know how I would do that. I don't even want to attempt to. It's easier just to hand paint it.
I'm still not sure about doing the top part because you need to take this grill out, and the grill is glued in.
I don't need to take the grill out.
No.
No. Because what I plan on doing, no, I don't need to take the grill out because
You're
what I
right.
plan on doing is wrapping I'll tell you how I'm going to do it. I plan on wrapping the capsule on the inside with plastic and then using painter's tape on it, and then painting the whole thing white, grill and all, painting and possibly a little on the inside after I remove the foam on the inside, of course, and then maybe a little bit on the inside to get a full thing on the grill, and then paint it the colors I want it. And I'm
Yeah.
using white as the base for brighter colors.
To make a canvas.
Yeah. To where I'm
Yeah.
not using black as the canvas.
Right.
I may. Was that?
Nothing. Keep moving.
Now, I was thinking about getting some really fine grit sandpaper and possibly, just doing a little scratching along the side, along of it, just to rough it up slightly to where the paint will stick, because I don't
Well,
want
you
it flaking.
should, because these are painted.
Yeah.
This is paint. This
Oh,
one
that is?
yeah, this one right here is actually chipping already. That's why I've been thinking of doing that, because I'm like, I haven't done nothing with them except keep them on my desk, and somehow through moving around on my desk, the paint has started to chip on it.
I should have noticed. I do have a spot right here.
Yeah.
On the yeah.
So you want to get this off anyway. You want to scuff it down.
Oh, I'm not gonna get it completely off. I'm just gonna scuff it.
You don't need to. It just needs to be rough.
Yeah.
It needs to be and then start your process.
Yeah, Miss K says it'd be cool to see. So, which I think it would be. It's going to be a process, but I'm going to record it, hopefully, and see, or at least parts of it, and then post it and see how that goes. So,
I look forward to it.
I'm actually really. I'm looking at the screen right now, and I do love the little wavelengths that we added. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have anything more for backgrounds? Do we have any questions from the crowd? Do we have anything, any topic of conversation that you would like to discuss? Anything whatsoever, really? Because we're here. We got about 30 more minutes to just hang out and because this is what we enjoy.
Very quiet night.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Which is fine. I mean, we're fairly new. This is only our sixth.
It is
show.
More than fine. It's fine.
Fine. Not a sponsor yet.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, but we do promote them very much because we believe in their products.
We just like their. I mean, I like their microphones. I have not purchased anything else except for that.
I like their boom arm.
Yeah, the boom arm.
I like their boom arms. I got two of their boom arms here. I got two of their boom arms. I have their speakers. I have one of their
How are the
mixers.
speakers really?
Oh, I do love them.
Like, really? Do they sound okay?
Yeah, they're very clean and clear. There's not a lot of bass in them, but for what I'm doing, if I'm just watching YouTube as I'm editing or something like that, or have music playing for them,
they sound good.
Yeah, they're perfectly fine for that. And I like the RGB on them. It just looks good. The RGB is for me because you can't see them. I just like the look of them.
Yeah. Mrs. K said that they're sending her the speakers next.
Oh, very cool.
So that's
now.
cool.
Are you getting the? There's like 3 different versions of speakers. There's the A20s, which is what I have. Then there's like the A20s that also come with a bass bar. I don't have that. And then there's another one. There's another one that they have. A16s, I believe. Yeah.
A16. I think I just saw. I didn't watch the video, but I saw like a post for a video that said something about A16. I didn't know what it was. I just kind of kept going. So she's doing the A20s.
A20s, you'll like them. Hey, once you post yours, Miss K, check out my video that I reviewed them on. And
I wish you could get them to do one color.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm with Mike on the Knight Rider thing. When you put it in Knight Rider mode and it goes zoom, 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 zoom. Dude, put it in red and just leave that going. That's cool.
I like that idea, but for me, I kind of it don't matter because I would have them rotating anyway because I like the rainbow effect.
The change,
yeah. That's just me. I'm weird like that.
You like all 4 seasons too, don't you?
I do. Summer's not bad. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Miss K. I appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that looks like a decent boom arm too. And what was the price on it?
I'm sorry. Regularly 99, but they have it right now for like 57.
That's not bad. I paid 55, I think, for the BM88, the low profile.
Yeah, and I really like this is really good. And the cable management, that's one thing I really like about Fine Fine's boom arms is their cable management. There's a rubber piece that goes along the spine of this boom arm that you take it off, you put your cable in and put it back on, and it's like almost like a window gasket that you
Yeah.
put it on, and it seals it up, and it just looks so nice, so
I
clean.
think I like that version better than on the BM88 because the BM88, I don't know if everybody else has noticed this, but when you go to pop it out, it's either popping it out or popping it back on or both. I always end up hurting my fingers underneath there. I'll stab into something and I'm like, it's every single time.
I don't have that problem, but I have had the problem of the bottom piece falling off, and that is one of the things I don't like about the low profile is that it's on the bottom. I would have rather them done it on the top.
I've never had mine fall out. I think it's just you got to make sure it's snug.
And it was probably user error. I mean, it was me using it, so it was
more than likely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not picking on you. That's what I think it is. Because I'm
being straight up honest. It was definitely probably me.
Yeah, mine never fall out, but I'll go to like try to just like slide it and it won't. So then I'll stick my fingers in those holes and I'll push, and every time I do that, I end up stabbing my finger on something in there, and I'm always like, man.
Yeah, I never hurt myself when I put my fingers in the hole. Of the boom arm, man. Of the boom arm.
Not bad. It's similar to the Elgato logo. So she must have went and looked at it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. No, the BM. Yeah, the BM 88. It's not bad. It's my favorite boom arm, to tell you the truth, because it is low profile. And I just shook everything because it's attached to my desk. Because it is low profile and it does not squeak. This is the.
Oh, that is definitely noisy. Did you not tighten the thing?
No, I didn't. I didn't tighten it on the base.
Oh, that was great.
And I completely forgot that I didn't do that.
That's awesome.
It just came right up out the base. Oops.
Yeah.
A little oopsie on camera. Sorry about everybody's eardrums, everybody. I apologize.
It just sounded like we were underwater in a submarine and somebody was banging on the side of the submarine.
Hey, we all live in a yellow submarine.
Yeah.
So. Me and my bad jokes. Horrible jokes, guys. Horrible jokes. But yeah, what do you not like to see in a background play? Since we're going to
what do I not like to see?
Oh, is it some? Oh, I'm sorry, Clay. While you're thinking about it, is it similar to the low profile?
I thought she said it is similar. Yeah.
Is it similar to the? I don't
Sometimes
know
I'm dyslexic.
I don't know because I don't own the low profile Elgato, but I would imagine it's pretty similar. I think I'm not gonna lie. I think Fine kind of borrows ideas from Elgato a lot of times when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because
the low profile is very similar to theirs too.
Yeah, this one, the K6, the BM66 is very similar to Elgato's version of this boom arm. This is not low profile though. This is a regular heavy duty boom arm, but it is it's from Fine, $57. Definitely can't beat it for that price for what you're getting. I mean, you could get the regular scissor. This is not a regular scissor. This is like tension. It's all tension, and there's nothing to tighten it with, so it's already tight
Really?
enough. Yeah, it's already tight. I didn't have to tighten anything,
That kind of
and it'll
reminds
hold
me of
up to
this
4 pounds. Yeah,
Gear one. It has things that you can tighten the tension, but I've not touched them since I took it out of the box.
yeah.
The only thing I've ever touched is down here, like the mounting post.
Mhm.
That's it.
I
Never touched the
I
rest.
do like that it comes with a ball mount for your microphone. This one right here, the BM66,
And
because
you displayed that very well in your video, by the way.
oh, thank you, man. Thank
I
you.
loved the little B-roll stuff, and you were
Yeah, that was the first
That was
time
great.
I've used B-roll like that as I'm talking. I've done like unboxing B-roll before, but I've never done it while I'm
Oh no,
talking
that was
about the
mint.
item.
That was mint. I loved it. I was like, oh, I see what he's doing.
Oh, so I'm going to
Yeah.
probably try to incorporate a little bit more of that.
I started off doing stuff like that, and I get lazy, and I'll hit record because for me, this is how I got better in YouTube, was just hitting record and talking. Like the
Mhm.
Chronicles, that seems to be the thing that people liked. So I kept trying that, and so it's made me lazy, and I just don't do that stuff anymore. I don't do all the cool, you know.
Yeah, I haven't seen you do too many
No.
two camera things. Like you did it once and it's like I did it. I don't need to do it again.
Yeah. Well, because so it's if you're doing two camera stuff and you're talking, okay, that's
Mhm.
completely different than what you just did, because now you've got audio that you have to track on both.
Mhm.
All right, so you have to make sure you match those up, which is easy. I can in Final Cut Pro, I can just hit sync and highlight the two clips, hit sync, and it'll make a new clip with both of those, but put them where they belong. If that
Gotcha.
makes sense. And then you go through and you start cutting it up. The problem is that creates bigger files, and it takes a lot longer to do. So
See, yeah, and with just B-roll footage, all I have to do is just layer it over what I'm talking about.
and it doesn't matter. Yep.
And I don't use Final Cut Pro. I use Clipchamp. I use something so simple and easy that it just uploads in 4K. I do pay for it. It's with the free version, I can upload it in 1080p. But to pay for it, I got to get the 4K. So I pay for it, which is fine. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for a little editing software.
If you don't mind me asking, how much is it? Clipchamp.
I'll have to get back to you on that because
Oh,
I do not remember. You
'Cause
know
there's
how many
nothing-
things I pay for it?
nothing's free. Nothing
No.
good is free. I mean, you've got DaVinci, but like when you start wanting extra features and added things, you got to pay. You know, Final Cut Pro is built into this computer, but we had to pay for it. It was like I think $500 extra to get that.
Yeah, I think Clipchamp was built into this one because it's basically Windows Media Windows Movie Maker, just with a different name. But it
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, but it has like, it has, your transitions. It has everything that you really need. You can edit the colors in your video as well. It has everything that you need, just simple. And that's what I need. I need simple because I don't want to learn something new. I don't like editing to begin with. So if it's simple, I'll use it.
See, I don't mind editing. I don't know. I mean, I've got certain projects that I'll get doing that'll just be daunting, and I'll be like, ugh. But overall, I like it. If I could have my way, there's an app on iPad that I
Mhm.
used to use for editing that I loved. I mean, I really, really loved this thing. It was called LumaFusion. I don't know if you've would you say
Ooh.
Final Cut Pro $299? Okay, so 300. Yeah, it was somewhere around there. I don't know. My boss did this thing back when a year ago, but yeah, LumaFusion. If you've never used it, it's really good, and it has a built-in thing for sound effects. And then you can pay to get like more sound effects, but it uses story blocks. You ever heard of story blocks?
Mm-mm.
That's kind of a well-known, but I just loved it, man. Like I made good stuff with it, but once you switch over from an iPad to a laptop, they don't have it for that. It's only for the iPad
Oh, well, that blows.
because it's
Miss K
geared.
says
Go,
Filmora and Wondershare is
Yeah.
good too.
yeah.
Miss K, I've seen several of your videos. What do you use to edit your stuff?
That's what she's saying. She uses probably Filmora and Wondershare.
Maybe, but it's
Yeah.
good to ask to actually make sure.
Somebody, one of my oldest daughter's past boyfriends, he used to use that Filmora, and he had given me his login one time to use it, and I used it a couple times, and I was like, nah, I'll just get my own.
Yeah, I don't like using other people's stuff unless it's something
No.
like, Netflix or something. I'll use somebody's Netflix. I don't care.
Yeah, we've got somebody's sign in for, like login for Peacock. And yeah, and it's cool. Like she just offered it up to my wife. It's a friend of my wife's, so we still have it. She doesn't care. We use it all the time.
I think I have a login for the Disney Channel, which I don't ever watch. There's nothing on the Disney Channel I want to watch. So
I love the Disney Channel. There's a lot on there. It's got Marvel.
Exactly. I'm not a Marvel guy. She uses Final Cut Pro mainly and Filmora Wondershare. So you use them all. I guess it all depends on what you're using it for.
Yeah. Well, I have an app on my phone that I tend to forget that I have it, but I have a couple. It's made by a company called Lightricks, and I have Video Leap, and then I've got Beat Leap. And both of those I can use. I can make little segments, full videos. Beat Leap will make a video and it'll put in all kinds of effects, visual effects like glitches, RGB flickers, flashes of light. It's really neat. And it'll do everything to the beat of the music if you're like got a background song. And I can make little clips with those and then just import them into my Final Cut Pro and use that. Like and I just never do. I never think to do it.
Oh,
and I should.
No, that sounds really cool. So I will tell you a little editing trick I did when I did this boom arm, that if you notice the past few reviews I've done, I've not been doing an unboxing, a standard unboxing of a product. I'll have it on my little area I have here where it's almost like a photo shoot, and I had the box, then I'll have the box open, then I'll have a piece out, and a piece out. But I've been doing it with like little bloops, like bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh, yeah.
I took the bloops out and I've had the image change to the sound of the beat that was going as I've been playing. And I thought that turned out better than having the little
Did you do that yourself or did it do it for you?
I did it myself.
You set it to the beats yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it may be slightly off, because I don't have rhythm, but
Know Your Joe says he uses the Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve. That's one of the first things I started using.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think the one I was using, I know it was DaVinci Resolve. It was like 15 when I started using it. I don't know if it was the Blackmagic one, but it was free. It didn't cost me nothing, and it was really good.
If it's free, it's for me, man.
It's really good. Like if I ever have any issues where I lose this, I'll go back to doing DaVinci. Or I'll have to get myself a new iPad and go back to LumaFusion. I would almost get a new iPad Pro just so I could use LumaFusion because I liked it so much. But the reason it's based on specifically the iPad is because it's touch.
Touch sensitive?
Yeah, like it's made for touch screens. It's not made for like regular computers. So yeah, dude, I would edit with that with my stylus. I would just set my iPad up on a little thing, where it would just lean a little away
Hmm.
from me, and then just sit there at my desk with a stylus, and that's how I would edit.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's cool. Apparently, DaVinci is made by Blackmagic.
it is, and
Okay.
it's made to coincide with their cameras as well.
Oh, well, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah.
that at all.
Yep. Blackmagic makes some good like what they call a pocket cinema. I think is what they call it, a pocket cinema camera. I almost got one.
Mm.
It's looks like a regular camera, but it's made for filming.
Okay.
Yeah,
So almost like a vlogger type deal.
kinda. It's kind of big for that, but you could, I guess. I don't know why you couldn't, but it's a little heavy, maybe.
Maybe.
But it looks kind of like a DSLR. It's just a little bit wider, I guess. And whatever, I don't really know. I'm not the Blackmagic genius. I just know that it was geared towards filming.
Gotcha.
It'll record longer, like Canon only does for 30 minutes at a time. The Blackmagic will just keep going.
Oh, well,
Nope.
the longer the better. I know I cut you off earlier, but I want to circle back around to it.
Do it.
What do you not like to see in a background?
Oh, I couldn't think of what do I not like to see. I don't want to see a whole lot of action.
That's
So,
fair.
like-
You want the focus to be on
Yeah.
on the subject.
Yep. So whatever it is in your background, if it's a distracting thing, then yeah, I don't want to see that. Because I like to watch videos because I like listening to the sound. I'm such a weirdo. I'm just such a audio nut.
What is it? ASR, ASMAR.
ASMR,
Yeah.
kind of. I just love, especially when you get really close. Like I love this sound. It just sounds so good.
When you get right up on the microphone.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing? Yeah.
You're now listening to
I like
Budget
it.
Podcasting with Clay and Kevin
Yep.
on K669T.
I could listen to somebody talk about something that I don't even enjoy because I enjoy the sound that it creates.
No, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
So when I watch a
It's
video, I'm
soothing.
focused on that person.
Now, are you actually watching the video, or do you like have it on secondary to say work or something on TV or something like that? Both.
Yeah, because I do that a lot as well. I'll put something on and just keep working. But then
That's
there's
fair.
moments where I gotta stop everything and really pay attention to whatever that video is.
I'll tell you something I don't like to see in the background. I don't like to see a TV in the background because I'll end up watching whatever's on that TV
instead.
and forget all about what this person's talking about. Especially if it's something like news or something like that, I'll just focus in on it. And I don't know why, because I don't even watch the news here. But if I'm watching a video on anything and there's a TV on in the background, I'm just focused in.
So if the TV is just showing, say it's just showing like a flag or
that's a little
landscape,
different.
a scene.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother you?
No, but like if it's a news channel, if it's like a TV on a station, basically.
I thought you were
Not
going
a
to say
stat-
on a stick.
It's not a jalapeno, man. It's
On
not
a
a jalapeno.
stick. Yeah, no, I get it. Anything distracting to me like that.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, that's it. I
There you
don't
go.
like that.
I've actually been told that this can be a little distracting. The light,
You're
the
changing
little,
lights back there.
Yeah, the little bit of a change of light that's going on there. I've actually been told that can be a little bit distracting, and
Huh.
I'm like, well, it's staying, so
You're like,
I don't care.
that sucks. Tough shit.
Yeah, I like
I'm
it,
gonna-
so
yeah.
it's staying.
I don't think it's distracting. I mean, no,
On
you
his
don't.
stick,
On a
Yeah.
stick. We are doing podcasting on a stick.
on his stick. Well, we kind of are if you're thinking about it.
This is my stick right here.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah,
We need a puppet. We need a puppet mascot now.
a little jalapeno.
Miss K, I don't like junky backgrounds. I'm so OCD. I have clicked off videos when I see that. And I mentioned that earlier when we
You
first
did.
started. Yeah, I don't want to see a junky background. I don't want to see unfolded laundry on a bed or on the
A
floor.
mop.
Yeah, I just don't want to see that. Just make sure if you have a background, make sure it's neat or at least make it look like you put forth an effort. Like
Something, yeah.
what we have is purposeful. What we have is definitely purposeful. I have my figures that I like, my little Superman guys, my little Back to the Future
Yep.
guys here. They're meeting, and I have my lights, and
Same.
yeah.
I have
And
my
this is a
Iron Man because
figure-
I like Iron Man.
Yeah, this is a figure I couldn't put on a shelf or anything, so I put it in front of my light, and it's to hide a little bit of stuff back there anyway. And I have me a Back to the Future DeLorean right here to hide some things, and I mean, if you have things on the
Hide some
floor,
things,
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what it's hiding. The black wallpaper, or it's not even wallpaper. It's sticky brick that I got from Temu. I didn't go all the way down. I didn't go all the way down on the wall, so that little area right there, just a little strip. It's kind of hiding it right there.
I couldn't even.
Oh, thank you, Miss K. Well, that's the whole point.
Thank you. Yeah, you did
That's
a
the
good
point.
job. Yeah.
Hey, now, when I turn my lights on and I record next time, you'll be looking for it.
So I was gonna just go into my little description,
Mhm.
the Iron Man, just because I like Iron Man. One of my stepson's ex-girlfriends bought that for me. It's like a
Oh, very cool.
wooden.
Mhm.
It looks like the cover of a comic book, but it's actually wood. It's like painted on there.
I like that, man.
I think it's neat. And then I have, my light that's hidden back here behind the logo. It's just an amber light for contrast. The blue is for contrast. And then I just recently, a month ago, added these cool lights just
Mhm.
for, like, I can light up my little microphone. And the cup, I've thought about removing that.
Really?
It's just a cup that's got a bearded guy on it, and it says "Badass Bearded Dad." It's a Father's Day gift, so I'm kind of like representing my kids back there. That's all that is.
Oh, no, man. Keep that. Definitely keep that. That's a personal touch that is wonderful. I like to see stuff like that.
And it's a bright green.
Yeah.
So it's like sticks out.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, something like that lets your kids know that you're thinking about them.
Mhm.
So
That's why it's
so
there.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely keep it. And I like the fact that you have your phone windscreens on that shelf behind you
Where I
as
can
well.
see them.
Yeah, to where it's part of, mine are
So-
all off camera.
She said, "Keep that. It's cool." Yeah, the little green
Yeah.
thing. I mean, it just barely shows behind my big fat head, but these foam windscreens, the reason that I put them there is because I don't use all of them all the time, but I like to see all of them. So I put them in my background so that when I look up at the screen, I can see them every time I go on.
I mean, I got
Yeah.
mine right here, and
Every time I
got this
record, I get
one.
to look at all my different colors back there, and
sorry, I'm putting them back where
that's
they
it.
go. Yeah.
My disco ball is just I thought it was funny. I walked into Five Below one day and they had that wheelbarrow full of crap in the front,
Yep.
and there was all these disco balls, and I was like, I grabbed one right away, and I was like, that's coming home with me. That's going in my background.
I love it, man.
I don't.
love it.
I've never done disco. I'm not a disco person, but it looks funny. I used to have. There's a story to that. I had a van. About 10 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago, it was a 93 Chevy conversion van with the extended roof.
Oh, okay, so it was like, did it have the bed in the back?
It had the bed. The bed in the back was power.
Oh, shaggin' wagon.
It was and that's exactly what we called it, the shaggin' wagon. It had a switch. You could push the switch up, and the whole back bench would just start converting into a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then there were two sets of captain's chairs, or maybe it was just one set. But then there was runway lights in the ceiling. Like there was light strips that went down in the middle of the ceiling, and then along the edges. There was on either side of the bed, the bench, the back bench, there were built-in coolers.
Oh, that's awesome.
They were padded, so they were like a nice padded armrest. But then when you lifted up the armrest, it was, like those soft side lunch things that you can get that have an actual drop-in plastic cooler thing in them. It was that part. The plastic it was laid into a wood thing.
That sounds like an awesome vehicle to tell you.
Dude, I loved it. And like every time me and the chick that I was with at the time, every time it was actually my daughter, my 10-year-old's mom. Every time we had an argument or something, I'd go sleep in that van. I'd walk out of the house and go, I'm out of here. And I'd go in my van, shut the door, and I'd pass out. It was so comfortable.
Did you ever go take the van and sleep with it down by the river?
No. No, I thought about it just so I could say that. I live in a van down by the river.
It really does. I've actually looked into some of those because I've especially like when my kids were a little bit younger, and it'd be like, I'd like to take this camping. It'd be like the perfect camping vehicle. I don't need to carry a camper. Maybe have a tent and stuff like that, but also have this. Yeah.
If you want, dude, those things were so, I mean, for like one or two people, perfect. Just perfect. Sleeping in that thing was a dream. Like I looked forward to getting into arguments just so I could grab my blanket and my pillow and stomp off outside and sleep in my van.
I want to sleep in the van tonight. Honey, you don't look so well.
Yeah, pick a fight and I'm out in the van. See ya.
I love it.
Oh,
all right.
That van had a little, it was about the size of a tennis ball, disco ball hanging in it that I put in there. I found it at a flea market.
Oh.
So that's when I saw those, I was like,
the story behind the disco ball.
Yeah.
I love it, man. And it's become part of, what you do. Like, you got the disco ball there. We got the disco ball background because of your disco ball.
I know.
So I mean, it's part of you now.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to have a disco ball forever now.
Yep. You're just going to be a dancing machine, man. You got to disco duck it away, man.
What's that song? Dancing Queen.
I mean, hey, I don't judge, All right, guys. I do believe that does it for this episode of Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. We've hit our time.
Yeah, right when we hit our time, we got a fourth viewer.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, now they'll just know to get here earlier. So, I mean,
yeah, I think I'm gonna go check out Mrs. K's channel and see, watch some of her stuff.
Yeah, she does a lot of gaming.
I have not. Yeah.
Yeah, she does a lot of gaming. She's actually really good too. So,
really?
I've watched her a few times.
I'm not. I have it. I have a PlayStation 5, and you know what I do with it?
What's that?
I watch Netflix and go to sleep.
There's only a few games that I play anymore. I just don't have the time.
No, you gotta have time.
Although I will be picking up the new college football, and because there hasn't been a college football.
Yeah,
game
you were talking about that.
Yeah, since 2014. So.
I've got games I like. I got Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man.
I tell you, the game that I seem to always go back to, no matter what game I buy, no matter what game I play for a short amount of time, I always go back to Rocket League. It is soccer with cars. That's what it is. It's soccer with cars. And
Never heard of it.
It's competitive and it's fun, and I just enjoy it. I just enjoy it.
They have like a big soccer ball that they push around with their cars.
Yeah, and you can jump and use boost and kind of fly through the air, and it's look up a
I want to
Rocket
see
League
that.
video.
I want to see that
yeah.
for real.
Oh, that'd be.
I want to see a bunch of cars out on a like a crash up derby, like a derby race, pushing a big ball around.
Yeah, PC gaming. Ah, man, I've tried PC gaming. I gotta have a controller. I just gotta have a controller.
Well, they have controllers for that stuff. I mean, I've never got into it either, but
Yeah,
from
but
what I've heard,
it's easier for me to take and put the console in the living room than it would be to bring it in here, because while I'm playing that, my wife can be on her phone and we can talk and stuff like that. If I have to come in here, we're away from each other, and I don't like
right?
that.
No, you want to promote togetherness.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
the Brady Bunch.
as long as she leaves me alone while I'm playing my game, it's fine. Anyway,
Yeah,
guys,
we are
let's
now
go ahead and
past.
get out of here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank everybody who's watched us this whole time, or even if you've joined just for a couple minutes. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. Thank you again. So for Clay, I am Kevin, and if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
Good night.